we go to odd stealer. Odd defense is nothing but your old 3-4 defense. And what we do, it's the same blitz, but you'd be amazed if you go from an under front and stem to an even front on how that screws with offenses. Because when we pressure, and I should have said that from the beginning, we're trying to screw up two people. All right, we're trying to screw up the quarterback and his pre-snap reads, and we're trying to screw with the offensive lineman on their blocking assignments. So all we do is we go from an under front and we stem to an even front. When I say even front, remember we talked about it. We're going to have the end and the tackle in 4s, and we're going to have the nose in a 0. All right, we're going to put that fox. He's going to be in a 6 technique. So if there's a tight end lined up there, he's going to be head up on the tight end. And you see that Sam linebacker, he's going to work to the outside pre-snap to get in a 9, but when that quarterback comes under center, he's going to see an even front. So that Sam would be even on the tight end. So if they have 2 tight ends on the ball, you should have 2 6s, you should have 2 4s, and you should have 0 nose. And we put both backers in 20s. So they're head up stacked on the guards. And the safeties obviously would be too high. We're going to always show 2 shell, and the corners would look the same. So pre-snap read, he sees an even front. There's no shaded front, so there is no bubble. There is no predetermined where we're going to have the extra guy in the box. And like I said, it's easy for us to teach for our guys because it's the same defense, and we stem out of it. And you know, with a lot of the spread guys, they always want to know where the bubble is, where your extra hat is, and that when you come to the line and you see that, where is that extra guy? You don't know where he is, and we've gotten a lot of mileage out of this, and it's been good to us. So we call this odd stealer. Same rules apply for everybody. It's just they're coming from different parts of the field, different alignments. That's why I said it goes back to what the linebackers know as far as techniques, and what do as far as the techniques of the D-line, and the linebackers knowing what gaps they fit into. So you could call the defense, call a different front. If they understand everything we talked about, there should be no issue. And you see what some of the adjustments are. So there's no issue there. You go to the video, coach. So that's what we call odd stealer. We show you some clips of that. You go back, you see we start in the under front, all right? And the beauty of odd stealer, pause it, is when you're in an even front, you can dictate where you're going to blitz from. Obviously, if you do it out of a hash mark defense and you always set the shade 5 to the field, you can't always be mirrored in your blitzes. But when you're in an even front, what we call odd right here, you can blitz off of basically whatever the formation dictates. You can blitz to a tight end, you can blitz to the field, you can blitz to the boundary, you can blitz to an offset back because you're mirrored. That's the beauty of this. And if you have any tendencies that you pick up from an offense, you got a chance to be right. A lot of times where they can't pigeonhole you, where you can only blitz to one side. Go ahead, let it play, coach. So this is the stealer right here, and you see how the gaps open up, and it's a basic play, and you see what's going on right here. But because of the stem, you see how we confuse these guys right here. Nobody touches the Mike backer, and they got enough guys to block it. Go to the tight copy, and you see how we started under front, and then we stem. The biggest thing you want to see right here, you see our defensive line do a great job of building the wall. You see the Mike backer keying, what we were keying that week. You see him get the first step off of the snap. And we had a key that week. I don't remember what it was. I probably shouldn't tell you if I did know what it was, but you see he got a good key. Go back one more time, coach. And you see we got the safety coming down. They have it blocked. All he has to do is what? Just zone down on the Mike. But the late stem, they already made their calls at the line of scrimmage, screwed them up, and now we got an unblocked guy. And go back one more time, coach, and you see these guys do a great job. The guy long sticking, and the nose does an unbelievable job. Keep going. Right there, you see the walls being built. There's nowhere to run the ball. There's a great job by our front, and I always give them the credit first before I talk about the backers. If they do the job that they're supposed to do up front, you should have backers running through making tackles.